What's up, guys? EraseableCrab here. Welcome back to the beginners series for Battles 2. Now, I just want to be clear. Everything I'm telling you is important, A, and B, I will not be doing any work off camera. Everything that I'm going to do on this account, you guys are going to see. So, today's video, well, what I plan on doing in this episode, because this will be uploaded the same day as part 1, is just going through more battles, seeing what I can teach you guys. And this will probably be a little bit more of a boring video, but still important to show you what you should be doing in your first few battles. Now, there will be a map guide, there will be a balloon guide, tower guide, but some of those things rely on me having my other account, because that account has access to the balloon lab, because I'm a club member on that account. So that account, I paid for the club membership, and we'll get to why that's important later on in one of those episodes, but I just want you guys to know that. So I'm doing this so you guys can learn. We're going to be using Gwendolyn as our hero. I really think once you have Gwendolyn unlocked, you should always be using Gwendolyn. Now, today's episode, we really just want to really focus on getting enough monkey money to get the monkey sub unlocked. We're going to start off with Gwendolyn right there. We're going to eco with grouped reds. Our opponent does appear to know how to eco. We're going to place our tack shooter right back here. You don't have to get the spot exact, but this is a very good spot. We're going to get the 001 just for now. Let's get the 101. So this will eventually be a 203. And again, how you can tell, these little bars over here, there's 1 here, 0 here, 1 here. So when I say 203, you'll see 2 green marks here, then the path will be closed. You'll see none here because that path is closed, and you'll see 3 here because that'll be the tack sprayer. So that's on the bottom path, so I'm going to get this even faster shooting after I can afford it. And you can see 203 max upgrades because we can't go any further on that path because we went to the bottom path for upgrades after the second tier. Now, since it's round 3, we're going to switch over to grouped blues. Our opponent is kind of just putting towers down, I guess just to put them down. As I showed in the last video, you can target this ability. Any intersection is really good for Gwendolyn's level 3 ability. And you can either click on this or you can press the hotkey number 1. Now, I didn't do a good job, but that's only on PC. On mobile, you'll just tap it with your finger. It's a little bit easier on PC, not by much. I don't think this guy understands how the tech bot is supposed to work. I see they linked it to an ability, but I don't think they wanted to link it to that ability. Now, we have our tack shooter in the back of the map, so we're technically stalling out the round, and what that means is, because the AI balloons are coming from here, they're not getting popped until our our tack sprayer pops them. So, technically that's stalling, but if your opponent has everything towards the front of the map, that's anti-stalling. So basically, they're preventing us from stalling out the rounds because they're popping the AI balloons basically right when they come out of the map. And that'll become more important later on. It's not really that big a deal in this arena, but I just want you guys to know what to do. We're going to get this overdrive after the next income boost when this ring fills up, or this coin, I should say. Now you'll see, this is locked because we don't have tier 5s unlocked. Tier 5s really aren't that big a deal in the lower arenas. In fact, even in higher arenas, generally in ranked play, you're not going to go for tier 5s. Now, you may every now and then, and you may see other YouTubers do it, but we're not going to be focusing on that because it's not something that happens often. Now, our opponent does have a glaive ricochet up. That's what this purple monkey is right here. And that'll be very good for him, but that itself will not be able to fully pop purples. The reason why we eco with grouped blues instead of something like grouped greens or grouped yellows is mainly because we want to save our money so we can send a massive purple rush right as round 11 starts, and we're going to press Control Spacebar, or you're just going to tap that balloon boost key on mobile, and then we're going to send as many purples as possible. Now, as you can see, they did actually survive that rush, and that's really good for them. It sucks that we kind of wasted some money, but we're going to get a spike pult here set to last just in case they try to send more. That'll be able to pop off the first layer. Our overdrive should be able to handle everything else. Not sure how they'll do, so I'm going to send them a ceramic. Group blues are no longer available, so we're going to send group greens now that that's the case. Gwendolyn's going to be really good in that spot with that little ring of fire that sets off every now and then. In order to pop most of those leads, we're going to use our level 3 ability. That'll pop off the lead layer. Now we're going to get the Juggernaut, which can pop leads for us. But we just didn't have the money for it at the time when we needed it. But I hope you guys are enjoying this. And if you're new and you have any questions, drop it down in the comments. I'll be sure to respond. I want to help as many people as I can, because the Battles 2 tutorial is a joke, if I'm being honest. If you saw in my last video, it didn't even tell me what to do. Like, at least before, 3 years ago when this game came out, I played it, and I played the tutorial, and it actually taught you more than just throwing you into a game and saying, pop the balloons before they escape. It didn't say anything about what towers to use. It didn't say anything about what balloons to send your opponent. It said essentially nothing. We're going to get up a 203 tack sprayer. We're going to send a Moab since it is round 17. We're going to eco with grouped yellows. I didn't mean to send the pinks. Our opponent will probably be fine. But now that they send us one, we're going to get a second overdrive that should be able to defend everything for us. I'm hoping. And as you can see, it did. Our opponent was also able to defend, so that's good to see. They seem to know what they're doing. They're just not doing it as efficiently as we are. Because again, I know a lot more about this game as I have over 150 hours in it. So I know what I'm doing more than somebody that's been playing for a couple hours. And that's okay. At the end of the last video, I was talking about regrow balloons. That's what those are right there. That red camo regen red that we just popped, you could tell it was camo because it had that camouflage type coating on it. And then we're gonna get a second spike-a-pult, a 302 right here. We're gonna set that to last because that'll ensure it shoots in this straight line. Our Juggernaut will shoot in this straight line if constant balloons are being sent. Now this AI is actually kind of like advanced from what I remember. Now that those grouped yellows are gone, we're going to be ecoing with grouped pinks because they are the best at the current moment. Our opponent's sending us a BFB, so we can go for the defend. It's not the best option, but that's what we're going to try to do. We're going to use our level 3 and level 10 ability. We're going to tower boost, get a third overdrive, and that's going to be able to defend for us. Now what I want to do is I want to send them a BFB. And what I want to do, I want to send these grouped purples underneath of it. Now you can see they leaked to just something in the AI. But if you send a Moab and then you send constant balloons under it, your opponent will have to their monkeys will have to focus on popping the balloons under it before they can do major damage to that big Moab. And that's important because the longer they're distracted, the better chance you have to win. You can see right here, there's a little flyer about the update, what it brings and all that. Just say cool to that because you don't really need to know it. You can see we got the news tab. Now, you could always buy stuff in the shop. I'd recommend against it. I wouldn't spend any money on this game unless you're serious about it, like I am. And even still, I just bought the club membership because that was something that genuinely helps me enjoy the game more. Sure, it's $1.99. It's up to you if you want to purchase it. In my opinion, you really shouldn't. As you can see, this is a PC-specific feature, reward boost. So you can get 2 of them free, which will allow you to claim monkey money here, a random amount, and your chest here. And then there's a daily reward. You can hit one of these and get a random prize. We got 90 monkey money. So we need 30 monkey money to unlock the monkey sub, which is our main goal of this video. Now, as you can see right here, we can get 5 balloon bots free. We can get 5 banana farmers free. And we can get 10 tech bots for free. Very nice to have, not necessary right now. The balloon bot will send balloons for you, but until you know what you need to be ecoing with, I'd save them. There's events you can play like Bonanza where you get double cash, double eco from every balloon sent. So it's more important for something like that. But if you want to, that can eco for you so you can focus on the rest of your game. But they do cost monkey money if you want to get more, but you get 5 free ones, so you might as well. The reason why I'm not claiming this right now, I'm going to make a YouTube short about it so that way you guys know how to do that. And anytime I upload a YouTube short that has to do with this, I'm going to add it to the beginner mini-series playlist. So there might be a YouTube short or 2 uploaded tonight as well. Now, with that said, let's get into our next battle. And it's okay if you lose a couple. I mean, I might even lose a couple. It just depends on how the opponent is. This opponent's on a 5-game win streak. They probably know what they're doing. We're on a 4-game win streak. Now, I wouldn't worry about your win-loss record when you're a beginner. It's just going to complicate things. If you're too focused on winning, then you're going to end up messing up something and probably losing more games. But we're going to start off with Gwendolyn right here. That's the best spot. We're going to eco with grouped reds. Now what we want to do is put a tack shooter right here. That's going to be the best spot on this map. And we're going to work towards the 203. So I do the 101, and then when you get more money, go for the 201, because that's going to help you out defending throughout the earlier game rounds. Now, this opponent looks like they know what they're doing. Tack shooter, it's in a decent position, but I like the tack shooter here on this map. I like my hero here. Sub would be like right where my mouse is if we had an unlock, but we're not going to worry about that just yet because we don't have an unlock. Now, if your opponent isn't sending you anything, then you don't need to worry about getting upgrades except to defend against what the AI is technically sending. So I'm going to get the 202, but as you can see, our opponent wasn't sending us anything, so that's not even technically necessary. But now that they're sending us space yellows, space yellows, we're going to get the 203. That should defend for us for now. We're going to actually send them some space pinks. I'm not sure how they'll do to it. Their Spike-a-Pult is upgraded to the wrong... well, it's not upgraded to the wrong path. It's just not targeted right. So instead of going here and targeting it to last, they have it set on first, which is why it's firing that way instead of that way. Now, some maps, like Bloomtonia Mines, the map we're on right now, have removable obstacles. You can click on this center, like Bloontonium spike, I guess you'd call it, and for 500 in-game dollars, you can remove it. And then you can place towers there. Some maps it's important, others it's not. What we're gonna do on this map, the Juggernaut is very overpowered, so we're gonna work our way towards that. We're going to get the Spike Bolt right now, and then when we can afford it, we're gonna get the Juggernaut. This tack shooter will pop off all the layers here, as well as any AI balloons that get over here. But what we can do is we can target Gwendolyn's level 3 ability right there, use the cocktail, and that'll just help us defend against the constant string of balloons that we were having. It's okay if you leak a few lives, it's not a big deal, but if you leak too many, then you'll end up losing, obviously. So you gotta be careful, but if you leak like 1, 2, 5 lives, it's not a big deal at all. Just because you don't get the first blood doesn't mean that you're not skilled at the game. I still leak lives during Hall of Masters games, so that, you know, and I'm not trying to say that just because, like, oh, I'm in the Hall of Masters, I'm better than you, because that's not what I'm saying at all. I think somebody that's just starting out in Battles 2 could probably overtake me eventually if they put in enough work. Because I'm not the best at this game. I've never tried to be the best at this game. I made it to the Hall of Masters through hours and hours and hours of grinding, but what that took me is nothing compared to a skilled new player that picks this game up very fast. If you can pick this game up fast, you can get to those higher arenas really fast. And if you do that, you would technically be better than me. So I'm not trying to say that I'm better than anybody, because I believe everybody's equal. That's just how my personality is. We're gonna get this Juggernaut here though, so that way we can defend all these leads. That'll pretty much defend everything for us except for Moabs. It's round 11, so we're gonna send the massive purple rush. We are also going to balloon boost it. We're gonna see what our opponent does. It looks like our opponent will go down to that. We've been recording for 17 minutes. We're going to unlock the monkey sub and then end this video because I don't want to make them all like 20-minute parts. This is just like a grind streak anyway, so you can see right now we are third on the leaderboard, but again, that means nothing because we don't get the real leaderboard until we get 11 more trophies. We're going to go to the military category, and we're going to unlock the monkey sub. With that said, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.